Hi everybody, this is Vaughn with Sweet Roxx Crystal Healing here, and today I'm just going to do my very first card reading. I kind of feel inspired to do this on camera now. I've been working with some things, so I'm just warming up my hands. When the wind gets blowing here, my one window gets my room pretty cold, which I don't mind, but I got to get my hands warm when I'm working with my energy work. So what we have here is just my lineup of knowledge crystals that I work with. These are all my tools that I use through all the different and various ways of embodying my crystal healing business with my journey. My most recent one has been my Ganesha Talisman, which I'm so excited. It's coming out in a premiere on the 18th of February. But I have with me are the frequencies of a few of my stones. So this is my golden lepidolite. This is the healing one tied to my solar plexus. And this crystal's name is Zelda. And it's quite fascinating, the meditations and the healings that come from this. Being so high in lithium, it's super calming for my nervous system, but also super therapeutic and healing, helps with the energy flow going. Now, in this year of the fire horse, I'm focusing more on my Kundalini energy, which is that fire within, that passion, that love, that light, that energy of being super grounded and ready to charge forward like a warrior. This has been helping me calm my nervous system through this transition that I'm going through. So I've got this point here of my amethyst, which helps activate my crown and my third eye as I'm going through this business of my crystal healing, and helps me stay connected to the divine as I'm going through this. So I've got this crystal here, which has been super amazing. It is a quartz crystal that was a gift from somebody, but for some reason it's been super amazing in my works. And so I use this to amplify the energies of what I'm working with here. But I also keep myself grounded with this amazing tourmaline here, which is super amazing. It's got like a 45 isn't that so cool how that shines? Anyway, just two different directions. But such a cool piece of tourmaline. But I bought this for this deck. So these are paired together to help me do my readings. And then I have my Lemurian citrine tied to knowledge. And I have my other rainbow obsidian Norbu Tradgrog. And this year, at the beginning of this year, I set this here. And I set a positive intention to this one because I know it's tied to, some other things. But I made sure that the intention on this is to create the vibration and manifesting based off of 6, the sequence of 6, which is what that shape is based off of. I've got my silver coin for abundance that I've been manifesting with it. And then believe it or not, I believe in this stuff, but I did a Zoltar card with my daughter. So Zoltar speaks, but this one, as it came out, literally aligned with exactly what I'm doing right now for this fire horse. So I've had this here underneath silver to attract the abundance that I need, and I've had some pretty wild dreams with this. This base here is quartz, so I can amplify the frequencies of this. And on Drog, I activate you to help me understand and channel my wisdom as you're working through me, guiding with me. Help me understand the Akashic knowledge as I'm reading through my crystal cards, my divine masculine, and my color frequencies. We are actually going to be fine-tuning the frequency momentum this year for my fire horse journey as I'm going through my sovereignty business. So please allow me to have clear and guided and positive healing frequencies as I go through this. So anyway, we've got all this going on, and then because we're setting this all out here for the show, we're going to set an intention to cut all negative attentions. That way we can manifest the raw. So this is just a giant arrowhead that I have, and basically I just do this. So I shield all negative energies that I may not have any outside influences that would cause harm or distress or cause chaos to the direction that I'm going with my fire horse. I cut all this free, and I keep it safe and sovereign and clear. True to my oversoul, true to my inner child, true to myself. Thank you so much for this. Okay. And it is so, and it is so, and it is so. All right. So, take a deep breath here. So the energy moving forward. So the beginning I want to talk with is the energy moving forward. So I've been using this deck here to heal with my divine masculine energies because I'm have a very powerful one. So, and it's also needed a lot of healing to merge the shadows in with the light so that I can become that beacon of light and hope for people. Okay, well, that's my card here. So the energy we're focusing on is Torgrunsoak. Which is funny because when I did this, when I first opened this up, this one jumped out at me, and the green is what really called to me. This one's amazing. But his story, so he's a one-armed soldier, which means that naturally you would think he has like a disability because of his one arm, but it actually increases his strength. And having a limb lost, it allows him to harness the power of the bear, the ferocity. But this card, the lesson that we learn is that he became very lonely, being a fierce warrior, and he's so small and so tiny that everyone always laughs and mocks at him. And so he kind of found sovereignty, being alone and isolated. So the lesson learned is how to basically enjoy the experience of being alone going through this journey, and it's also embracing those moments that get you guided there. That's super amazing. Torngrarsuk. Super amazing. So the energy frequencies for the fire horses are going through here. This is the energy. I am sovereign. I am alone. I am doing this on my own. Yes, I may feel like I have a disability losing, but that's what this comes from. But I'm fishing, I'm working, I'm achieving the stewardship that I desire with my crystal healing business and my jewelry. So the frequencies of these colors here, my crystal cards, these ones are super cool. And in a way, I feel like I can feel crystals' energies really, really, really well. And one of the powerful things about this deck is that while I lack... Oh, cool. Orange calcite. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll forget you. Okay, I do have another one that wants to be here. That's so funny. We're going to play this one up. I'll be right back. Got orange calcite. Need to grab. Alright. That's so funny. Okay. Orange calcite popped out. That's so funny. So I actually have this one. This is another healing herb that I've been using. Wants to be a part of this. So I'm going to find something to set my thing on. There we go. Oh, this is perfect. Right here. I'll put a copper coil right there. Okay. That's so funny. Orange calcite. So the orange calcite card is about boosting your self-esteem, your courage, your inner impression. Basically what this is that this card comes out because it's trying to help you understand like what's going on in the mind, your blocks, your awarenesses, your traumas, things that are triggering you even. The orange calcite is one to kind of help you energetically, lovingly heal through that time. So the orange calcite helps boost your libido and vitality, and in doing so, it helps boost your esteem and feeling good, just feeling good. So as I'm going through my journey here into my business, my sovereignty, it's important that I focus on healing myself as I have been doing through my journey. Wow, that is so fascinating. I'm going to finish shuffling these cards real quick. They keep wanting to fall out. There's so much going on this year for me. I can feel it. Look, my hands are jittery with all this energy. This is amazing. Okay. All right, my next card. Oh, I'd like to cut it actually. Black Obsidian. Ooh, that's an amazing one. So this one, strength and support during changes, clears negative energy, which, as you can see here, I have my Black Obsidian. So this is rainbow, and this is your Black Obsidian. But that's interesting because Black Obsidian is kind of that crystal or stone that kind of helps ward off or cut through negative energy. So if you're dealing with traumas, you're dealing with things, which I have been. Right now, it's like I'm nervous of the journey that's about to come. I'm nervous about the fire within, but it's also exhilarating and inspiring and motivating at the same time. So it's saying that I need to focus on supporting the daily changes. So as I'm going through, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, coming into the fire horse. So the black obsidian, using this energy, which is interesting because I think I'm going to have to start using this more in my practices, which is so funny because I already have it started. Awesome. So my next crystal then, so the energy that I'm going forth with my business as I go through, okay, let's do family relationships. So my next card then is going to be for family relationship. What's the focus I need to go on as I take my family through this sovereignty of my journey? So, oh, that's an amazing one. So amethyst. So I got spiritual insight, creativity, psychic protection, and courage. So granted, I understand in my life that I'm kind of walking this like physically alone. Like I'm managing the home, I'm managing my job, managing my socials, managing my readings, my people. I'm doing all of this along with my family. It's a lot to take on. The school, the parenting, you know, all those other things, the groceries, the errands. So it's a lot to take on. But this card is helping me, encourage me to get to my creativity, because that's how all this is going to happen together, is my creativity of going into the fire horse. The amethyst card is also interesting because it allows for psychic protection as I'm going through this. So what that means, in conjunction with everything that we've got here, going forth with my family, focusing on the love that I have for that shields me from the negative energy that wants to bring me down, the matrix system that wants to suck me back in. This amethyst energy helps me go through that, thus giving me the courage that I need to go through my journey and succeed, truly. And like I said, this dream that I have has given me much confidence and courage that I'm doing exactly what I need to right now, and I don't fear the possibility. People like to project it, and I'm just like, cancel that, don't need that. Okay, so the next crystal, I'm feeling another card here. Actually, let's do a color card. A color card that I should focus today with my aura is going to be a super interesting one. So I've been using these cards as a way to understand frequencies and colors. So when I get new crystals, when I work with people, when I'm working with new stuff, I kind of think about the healing frequency that's going to go to whoever it's going to. And this helps me create an energetic bubble or field that I can send with my packages. So like if I'm saying prayers for people or group prayers, I'll focus on a color frequency before I do the prayer to kind of understand. So as I'm going through my journey, the color that we need to focus on, those just popped out. Okay, what do we got here? Oh my gosh, the sapphire. Sapphire and lavender. Oh, that's so amazing. So sapphire is such a powerful one. It's actually really hard on the Mohs scale. It's almost as hard as diamond. The sapphire has such a cooling water frequency that helps you rejuvenate your body. So as I'm going through this journey of sovereignty, tapping into my passions, my love, staying connected to the divine, and focusing on that alignment with the amethyst, grounding myself with the obsidian, this sparks that blue sapphire energy out of me. Wow. Mixed with the lavender, connected to the mind, body, and soul. Ooh, lavender, by the way, the herb of it is super powerful. It's helps with your sleeping, helps with dreams, help with astral travel. So that could be symbolic to the fact that the more that I align with this journey of sovereignty, that going through my family, oh my gosh. That's so amazing, the purple. And that's connected to your third eye and your crown. Those colors there, your outer frequency. So the divine. So the divine colors come out through my blue light. Wow, that's amazing. I'm feeling another one of these. Oh my gosh, black tourmaline. Yes, protect and preserve my energy is what this one's telling me. Anxiety relief, yes, so focusing on that. So like the black tourmaline, as I go through my life, it's very important that I'm focusing on my passion, my creativity, my kundalini right here, expressing sexuality. And your sexuality is tied to that kundalini. So when you have that fire within, it brings out that passion in what you're creating, which really is what projects and amplifies what you're manifesting into this world. For me, it's just my sovereignty, getting things ready to go with my farm. Ooh, speaking of which, the energy that's going into my farm. Okay, let's see what we got going on with my farm. Let's shuffle this up. So I feel like I need to get into a new place. So let's look at the energy that I need to focus on to attract in a new place into my home, or a new home to go to, that my dogs can run free, that my girls can have their own spaces, that I can have a designated living room and its own kitchen, not all in one type thing. A little more property, like I need property to start my gardens, get my bees going. Like, ask the divine to guide me with bees. So what energy am I focusing on today to attract my sovereign homestead? Whatever that needs, whatever I need to do. And actually, yeah, it's an energy to focus. Inky, oh my gosh, Inky Ia. So Inky. So Inky is the god. He brings balance to all things, the wise one. He's the one that basically told, well, and many stories go, but the one I like to refer to is the Moses story. He's the one that had compassion for humanity when humanity was meant to be wiped off the face of the earth with the great flood. Inky's the one that shared the message to save humanity because he could see the potential of people that still had a kindred heart, their inner child, their inner spark, their light. He saw the faith in humanity, Inky Ia. So I will achieve that through my Inky energy. Oh my gosh. So as I focus on this, okay, the energy for my business then. The energy for my business. The energy for my business. Okay, we're going to set these up here. So this is for my homestead, Inky energy. And the crystals that I bring forth for that, I just need one for this one is what I'm feeling. Just one. Amethyst, black tourmaline, black obsidian, orange. That is so funny. These are the tools that I regularly work with, parallel to these card readings. Okay, so the one crystal I need to kind of help attract this to me, an Aragon star cluster. Oh my gosh, I love these. So these crystals are so cool. They're kind of found in like the desert area, but the tops of them are like capped off like tourmaline or aquamarine. Like, these are so cool. But yeah, so Aragon star clusters are great for stress relief, great for that. So having this homestead is going to bring that tranquility to this earth. Earth healing is going to be very grounding. Gaia is going to provide this for me. This is so amazing. Focusing on the love for humanity, the compassion to get me to my homestead. Love for humanity will give me the home I need. That's so amazing. Okay, so the energy I need to focus on then with my business. Okay. The energy I'm focusing on with my business as I go forth with the fire horse. I forgot to cut it. Going forth with my business. Ganesha. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Ganesha card. I talk about it in my Coffee and Rocks. This Ganesha story. Oh my gosh. So as I'm going through my business, I need to focus on Ganesha. Ganesha is the obstacle remover. It's the gatekeeper to the portal of your sovereignty. It's the gatekeeper to your divine connection to the soul. Oh my gosh. Stands for wisdom and strength and courage. Standing true to that. Oh my gosh. We got to draw some crystals for this one. So as I go through my business, this is the portal to help me achieve this. This is all working together with sovereignty. I absolutely love this. Okay. Shh. Go out. I'm filming. Go away. I'm filming. Okay. Oh my gosh. The protector, the light protector, the barrier, shamanic journeying, brave, magical power vibration. So if you can see this here. My labradorite, the talisman, that's what came up for allowing me to work through my business. So funny, labradorite. And then this one, labradorite. Ganesha, labradorite. Oh, this is so amazing. Working with the black tourmaline. That's also in my labradorite piece. Okay, Hermione, we're going to ask some questions here. The reading that I've taken for myself, the energy that I need to focus on going into the fire horse, is most tied, I can't say his name, Torn Garsuk. Is that correct? The translation that I've had here, working with orange calcite, black obsidian, amethyst, and black tourmaline. And standing true to this, show me the power that I'm going to achieve with the sapphire and the lavender color frequency. And as I understand the reading of this, this is as true and authentic to myself and my journey as I'm going on right now. That's so amazing. Okay. So Inca-Ia, so the journey of Inca-Ia, the story of how I'm going through my business to attract my homestead, is my compassion. So help me understand this. Is the Inca-Ia, the reading that I made for this, true and authentic to the divine plan? So as I focus on my love for humanity, I'll attract the homestead that I need. Focusing on my energies of healing the earth, grounding myself in vitality, is this the direction I need to go as I'm building my homestead? So the story of Ganesha then, the journey that I'm going through with my business. The story of Ganesha aligns with the journey of my business going into the fire horse, yes or no? So let's give me a yes. Wow. So as I understand this, then the labradorite that I'm using is actually helping me get through there. Oh my gosh. Focusing on labradorite. You know, and that's so funny, Hermione, because I actually felt inspired all of last week. Or not last week, 2 weeks ago, I think, to just start working on labradorite. Does that align? Does this reading align with my impression I had over a week ago? Oh my gosh. This is so wild, my love. So, I'm feeling one more card. Turquoise. The leadership qualities. Clear communication brings prosperity and success. So through Ganesha, focusing on the energy of the labradorite, working with my talisman that I have here. Look at that cobalt blue shine. My sapphire. Isn't that amazing? My moldavite. Herkimer diamond, working with these. Oh my gosh. So the turquoise energy, bringing out the leadership qualities, which is funny because I'm getting really into that. Clear communication, and I'm working more with this, and hence the whole video, clear communication. So as I work in my business, we're already doing this energy. I'm feeling a third one. Earth, oh my gosh, abundance and fertility. So grounding myself to earth with all of this is going to be amazing. So harvest, largic. So I'm going to basically reap what I sow this year, running into it, staying grounded, connected to the divine through my inner child, working on this sovereignty that I have with Inca, giving back to humanity, showing compassion for humans, working on my business through the portal that gets me there. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Well, guys, this gives me a lot of thought to meditate on. I'm probably going to sit here and meditate now with my orb, my rainbow obsidian orb, as you can see. So beautiful. Unter Drog, thank you so much for your help today and your wisdom. I appreciate you so much. Hermione, thank you for your channeling clairvoyance of understanding. I super appreciate you so much. My Lionsgate talisman, thank you for helping me along with this journey. I super appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, Fire Horse, do you now understand the journey that we are taking this year for 2026? Oh my gosh, it just sparked me. Oh my gosh. Oh. Rapidash is your name. Rapidash, we're going to work together to trailblaze through this journey of building my business. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. So there's that, guys. This is my tarot reading that I work with, my energy cards, really. And it's so funny because this crystal deck fell off the shelf when I was shopping the other day. I was buying this because I'm like, I have to have it. The price was right. And I was like, I have to have that. I can't not. And then this fell off the shelf. Like literally, I'm looking at decks just because I like looking at the artwork. Like the artwork of these are super spectacular. And this fell off the shelf. Top shelf. Nearly hit me. Super amazing. And these colored cards were a gift from me from my aunt who does a lot of light healing and energy healing. So I work with these. These are called the Secret Language of Color. And it's got every color you can possibly think of that's tied to it. Super amazing. And then the deck that I work with here is my Divine Masculine, as you can see here. Inky, Ganesha, Yeshua, Achilles, Loki. I mean, you get them all. Shiva. It's so funny. Ganesha. That's so amazing. And then I work with my crystal cards because I understand a lot of these crystals and what they can do for you. This is how they're communicating through me. Isn't that amazing? The crystal beings that I work with communicate through me through these cards. Like it was meant to be. And literally, this deck of cards was so beautiful. Like it's a big box too. But this fell off. Literally, gunk. And what was interesting is there was no damage. It landed flat like that. Like, isn't that crazy? So no damage to the box. And this is such a beautiful box, by the way. But yeah, all the information that's kind of tied to help understand what the meanings are meant to be. I haven't even looked through this and I can feel it. So when I draw energy cards for myself through this, like say carnelian, now I can meditate with a carnelian in my mind and this becomes like the stone. Isn't that crazy? The power of the mind when we connect together with the crystals. I understand their frequencies so fluently now. And when I draw these, I can just connect. Golden topaz sitting right here. I'm like Ganesha. Anyway, just absolutely amazing what I work with. So thank you for listening to my first tarot reading about the fire horse and the direction I'm going with my business. But this is kind of a sample that I'm going to be doing for... here, we're actually going to flip this around real quick. So thank you so much for this. I've just been learning how to read all these cards. Super, super cool. And I sleep with these next to my head to help me understand all of this stuff. Like I actually sleep with them close to me. And I think that all of these things that I'm doing, all these tools that I'm working with, like my orbs, my golden lepidolite, all of these are on my headboard. I keep all these close to me. And so working with my business that's literally what I mean is I've become my business. I practice it. I walk it. It's a part of my life. I have these things that help me through it. And my divine connection to things is becoming more and more acute. I'm constantly working with it. It's almost like that movie Avatar. When he first jumps into his blue body, secret blue body was, sapphire, mind you. Sapphire. So anyway, the blue body thing on the movie Avatar, James Cameron, when he's first learning how to be like the Na'vi, coming from a wheelchair, not having his legs, and then learning how to walk and be like the Na'vi, become one of them. That's what I feel like I'm on right here with my crystal healing business, is that I'm going through rigorous, intense training to accelerate my growth so that I can earn the hearts and minds of the people. Essentially that's kind of like, it's parallel to my journey, but truly, as we saw with my Inky card, that one is super powerful because my focus has been about humanity. How can I help and do something great in this world? And that Inky card is what come through. And I believe that Inky card is actually part of the Christos energy that we're a part of. Isn't that crazy? The same one Yeshua is a part of. The same one Buddha was a part of. The same one, the list goes on and on, the Christos energy. The second coming of Christ, in my opinion, is embodying it through us. I don't think that there's going to be a second coming of a physical being coming here saying, I'm your Lord's, worship me, bow to my knees. If Yeshua is true to what he represents in the Bible, he wouldn't ever posture himself as somebody to be worshipped. I think the second coming of Christ is through us. The Christos energy, the soul that we carry, we're from that same all-spark of life. You want to bring out Transformers? The all-spark gives life to all things. It's literally parallel to that. Now the cube thing is a little different. That contains energy. I'm not so, but the all sphere, that makes sense. Free flow of energy, that makes sense. But yeah, I think the second coming of Christ is through us. Us coming together, raising the vibration of this earth, working with Gaia, becoming one with nature again. And I think as we do this, we're going to start unlocking Atlantean technology. I think we're going to start interacting with intergalactic beings. I think we're going to start communing with extraterrestrials. I really think that there's going to be this great unity of things happening in this life. Like, I can feel it. The dreams are becoming more and more apparent. I'm tapping more and more into it. And it's wonderful. But I've been a little distant on my socials for a while. Honestly, I've kind of had to do a little bit of a detox. Just get present, get grounded to get ready for this. So I've just updated my website with a bunch of stuff. I plan on getting more tonight. But this week I'm going to be working on my cheesecakes. I'm doing my first batch of fresh made from scratch cheesecakes. I'm doing a trial and error at a retirement party for my dad. And so I'm going to do a mass make of huckleberry cheesecake. One, I've never made it, but two, I'm preparing myself to get ready for the farmers markets coming up, because I truly believe that with my cheesecakes, I can start creating it like a currency, if you will, a passive energy to exchange my cheesecakes for vegetables and stuff that's fresh cultivated through the local. Like, I want to get involved with this. So that's my contribution, fresh homemade cheesecake. And who knows, I might be able to find a berry grower out here that'll hook me up with huckleberries for free cake. I mean, shit, if you give me enough to make a big old batch of it, shit, I'll trade you a pie. Like, seriously. But I'm super excited for it. I don't know if I want to stay here in Idaho, but I want to get a feel for what I'm trying to bring into this world. And right now with my sovereignty, and right at the fire horse, the very beginning of this, my Rapidash, I'm right at the very beginning of this. And I'm just being flooded with energy to just do all of it. I'm not just one thing. I'm all of my things, my abilities, everything that I've been working on my entire life is all coming out this year right now. All of it together. From being a chef, to being a healer, to being very clairvoyant, to being very perceptive and intuitive, to even my inner child, being able to see auras and things that I can't explain, and actual beings that were interdimensional. I've seen them as a kid, and all of this is being revealed to me. I'm remembering my experiences that I was told to shut away. I know what I saw as a kid, and I've remembered all of it to the grave detail of what it is. We are divine souls, and it's so wonderful. And so through these cards, I mean, there's nothing woo-woo about it. It's just freaking paper. But the power of the mind, that's the secret. Oh, and carnelian. That's so funny. Carnelian card, the heart, being right here on the shaman, the 12 gemstones of the healer in Egypt. The center one is the carnelian. Very interesting. Anyway, I just love it so much. So have a wonderful day, guys. And we'll talk to you later. Hit that like, subscribe, and follow this, because I'm going to start doing this more. And definitely start doing some sessions with people. So that's in the works. Have a wonderful day. Bye.